I used to hate my face. I used to hate my body, not because I wanted to, but because the world taught me to. And this isn't just my story. Too many of my friends told me they feel the same way. And maybe you, watching this right now, are struggling with it too. So let me tell you a story. My story. For most of my life, I believed I was ugly. I was that kid who made fun of herself just to make others laugh. And one of my friends back then, she picked up on that. So she joked that I'm dark, short, fat, with stubby arms. And the worst part, she's actually beautiful and talented. So I naturally placed myself beside her, like a green leaf next to a rose. When I hit puberty in middle school, things got worse. I still remember the ways boys stare at girls' chests during morning runs and how they laughed right after I passed by. So I started hunching my back, trying to disappear into my own body, like curves were something shameful and being seen was dangerous. I became obsessed with wearing men's clothes so that I could hide every trace of myself. In high school, I almost stopped eating. Someone told me, you would look better if you were thinner. So I lived off 6 slices of whole wheat bread and plain water for every single day for 8 months. Even when my cheeks were sunken in, even when I dropped below 50 kilograms, I still stared at the soft fat on my thighs and hated the number on the scale that wouldn't drop fast. I wasn't happy. I wasn't proud. I was just starving. And after I started doing social media, things only got worse. Tens of thousands of strangers pointed out the flaws on my face that I'd never even noticed. I started hating my flat nose, my mouth that still stuck out even after braces, my narrow shoulders and my big head, my pear-shaped body, my thick thighs, my calves with no ankles, and my thin, flat, lifeless hair. I kept dieting. I desperately searched online for ways to be prettier. I photoshopped my pictures until they looked nothing like me. No pores, no texture, no emotions. Just smooth, hollow, perfect lies. And I hated myself even more. Why couldn't I just be perfect? Wouldn't everything be easier if I were beautiful? And then I turned 20 and I moved to the UK. For the first time in my life, I was in a place where I didn't know anyone and no one knew me. No one had expectations. No one compared me to anyone else. And without all that pressure, I started noticing people around me more clearly. I became curious about how people dressed, walked, talked and smiled. Curious how they didn't seem to be hiding anything. I remember the day I arrived, I was standing in the airport, taking off my mask and seeing people of every race, every body type, every face. They were all laughing, living, wearing whatever they wanted, walking down the street with confidence, and they were all radiant. Then I walked into a clothing store. Their sizes went from 0 to 32, and the models, they had all kinds of bodies, all kinds of skins, and all kinds of ages. At some moment, I told myself, maybe this was never my fault. Maybe it's the system. The one designed to shame and shrink women, that was broken. Not me. I was never the problem. And as a communication student, I became to understand that beauty standards aren't natural. They're constructed, reinforced, and monetized by this patriarchal society. We've been taught since we were kids that beauty only looks one way. You have to be pale. You have to be slim. You have to have the flawless skin, a tiny waist, long legs, and the perfect golden ratio face. But in the real world, beauty is not a single mold. It can take 1,000 different shapes. I used to think I needed to earn confidence by meeting someone else's standards. But then I saw women who didn't fit those standards living loudly, freely, confidently, with their eyes shut, not because they were perfect, but because they had stopped caring about perfection. That's when I realized I don't need to change myself for anyone. What I need to change is the way I see me. So I stopped photoshopping my pictures. Those AI perfect features, they might be pretty, but when I look back, I feel nothing. There's no emotion in that version of me. Now, I like my face. My eyes, they can see clearly. I have the perfect eyesight, which means they're the perfect eyes. My nose helps me breathe. That makes it a good nose. My mouth can speak, laugh, and eat. That makes it a good mouth. And I gave up dieting because that 49.9 kilograms on the scale can't make up for the way I tortured myself to get there. My arms can create. They're good arms. My legs carry me through life. They're good legs. I made peace with my body. I love to let my friends poke my arm fat because it's so soft and squishy and I love it. I still wear makeup, but not to turn myself into someone I'm not. I'm no longer the leaf next to someone else's rose because not every girl has to be a rose. I can be a sunflower, a tulip, a daisy, or even a little patch of wild grass on the side of the road. As long as I'm being me, that's more than enough. And as a communication student and beauty blogger, I want to use my voice to change how we talk about beauty, starting with how we talk to ourselves. So, if you ever hated your face, your body, or even your existence, I see you. And I promise you, this isn't just your fight. We're in this together. Some words will hurt, some standards will scar, but when you start to doubt yourself again, try saying this out loud. I am not perfect, but I am me. I don't owe anyone beauty. I can do it, it means you can do it too. Trust me, girl, you have this in you.